I'm coming back around on the next row, and you can see on my previous row here, I now need to work over into the chains here of the stitches where I added in a skein of yarn by actually crocheting the new yarn into the actual stitch itself. This is just a blanket that I'm making, so I wasn't concerned about the extra thickness. I would definitely not use this method on a sweater, but you can see the previous stitches here are thinner, and where I've added the yarn, the stitches are definitely thicker. Okay, so notice the stitches on top. I now need to come work into the very top of the chain here of these stitches. So normally you work into the 2 top loops of the stitch below. So notice that the ones where I added the yarn, I've actually got two threads basically going in the front. You can see the 2 threads there and the 2 threads there, and also in the back. In the back, there's the one from the previous stitch, and the stitches where I worked in the yarn, you can see the 2 different colors. 2 different colors there and 2 different colors there. And that's just because I worked in the yarn the way that I did it. You can see my tail ends going on here. I need to actually just clip those off. Okay, so when you work into this, you're going to have to make sure that you work into both of those stitches. And let me show you. Okay, so this previous stitch just has the usual 2 pieces of yarn on your normal chain looking top edge there. So I'm just going to work that. Work in your normal stitch pattern. Okay, so now when I get to these particular 3 stitches, I need to make sure that I'm getting underneath of both of those pieces of yarn on the front and on the back. You don't want to splice them, you just want to make sure you go under both of those. So just kind of look at what you're doing and put your hook through and make sure you're under both of them on the front and the back, and I am. And yarn over and pull up your loop and just work your stitch as normal. Okay, again for the next one I've got like a yellow and an orange, yellow and orange, and I want to make sure I get under both of those. Okay, and you're just going to do this for all of those stitches that have those double stitches. This one's got a beige and a red. You can see the beige and the red in the back. So again, just make sure you get underneath of both of those. You don't want to splice between the stitches there. You want to include it all. And that's the end of my double stitches there. Okay, and then you just resume, and we're back here to just the regular chain looking stitch with just 1 layer of thread, or yarn I should say, and just work as usual. Okay, and that's how it will look. It really does blend in. It's really a great method if you're just making like a blanket. I hope that tip helps you all.